it's Emily.
And it's Caitlin. And we
we
are
are
so
so
sorry
sorry.
that we haven't been here, like, I don't know, YouTube says a month or something like that. We've been crazy busy with things, and we totally apologize, but we're hopefully going to get back into the groove of things and be able to keep posting some more videos. We just want to know what you guys want for us to post. So,
Because we don't want to just talk about stuff that doesn't, like,
yeah,
sit with y'all, you know?
Yeah, if it doesn't hit home with y'all, then there's really no point for us to do this, like if it's not hitting anybody, you know?
Today,
Go ahead.
we'll talk a little bit about friendships, and, because that's been hitting home with us recently.
Yeah. Honestly, today, like she said, we'll talk a little bit about friendships. It's going to be really kind of scatterbrained because that's kind of what we are right
Yeah.
now. So let's just kind of jump into something. Yesterday, actually a couple days ago, I was just kind of going out with some random friend or whatever, but I had told her that we might be able to hang out, we might not, and I guess we kind of got confused. Well, I ended up going with another friend, and I guess I didn't like communicate or whatever,
Or I misunderstood.
or she misunderstood or something, and so she was a little frustrated at me for going out with this other friend when I told her that I might be able to go and hang out with her.
But then, like, but you have to speak up, though, when you're best friends, because we've got it worked out, and we had both just kind of, like, looked at it in a wrong, like, viewpoint, I guess.
Yeah.
Like, you're just misunderstanding. And I wasn't mad at her, she wasn't mad at me type thing, but when you're best friends, and even friends, you have to work things out. And, you know, we both respect each other. In the sense, like, we're not going to blow up at each other because one was offended at something the other does. Like, in friendships and in any relationship, you have to be able to say, I was wrong, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You know, you can't be like, it's never my fault, it's, you know, type thing.
Right. Because all those little things, they build up, like something, a little frustration like that, you're like, oh no, I'll just forget about it, not say anything. Well, you go on, another frustration comes up, and as you keep building frustration on frustration, then it'll come to a point where they'll do something so small, it'll hit that button that just explodes, and you just get really angry over something so small because you've been building up those small moments. And so in a friendship, that's what you need to do. Even those small little things that frustrate you, just talk them out and just get them resolved. And I think that's really helped our friendship, because as much as when she told me that, I was like, oh no, like great, like what did I do? That kind of thing. And I started feeling bad, but it's good to come out with like a humble spirit, like, oh, I'm so sorry, like, thank you for telling me that. Thank you for sharing that with me.
Like, in relationships, like I said, you have to be able to say, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Because if you don't do that, there's not really a good relationship there, if a relationship at all, per se. Because you're going to be wrong at some point. But we're still the best of friends.
Because we talk through things.
Exactly.
And I think that's, like, with any relationship. Like, I'm sure husband, wife, I've heard it is, and boyfriend, girlfriend, and
mother, like, daughter,
mother, daughter, father, son. Like, you have to be able to talk to things. You can't keep everything in.
It hurts you too when you keep things in, like, because it builds up, and then you start having like self-doubt, like doubts and lies going through your head, and Satan uses that against you, you know.
For sure. And you have to be able to defeat that. You come back with truth, and you come back with talking things out. You can't keep everything in. You can't do life alone.
Another thing I've kind of been learning about friendships is like you can't depend on friends first, you know, even family. You have to depend on God, and through all of that frustration and everything, it's almost like my life is like clearer in a sense, because I've been focusing on more of God and like my friends in person, not just like over text.
Yeah, what was super cool is you said in texting, and I guess one of my problems is that when you text, you can't, even if you use emojis, like I use emojis all the time, but it doesn't help all the time, because you can put a smiley face, and behind that smiley face that you sent to somebody, you're sitting there on your bed crying. Like, it could be the complete opposite. You could say it's okay with a smiley face, and really it's not okay. And so that's one of the things I hate about texting, personally.
I've learned to see it's just better to work things out in person, you know, because
for real,
even sometimes And I've learned recently too, like, someone will send an emoji and you think it means one thing, so you're like, oh no, what does that even mean? You know, type thing. But then you're like, calm down, it might not even mean that type thing, and you almost become paranoid about what the other person thinks, or like, and like she said, because you don't really know what the other person is feeling, whereas in person you're speaking face to face, so there's no miscommunication, because a lot of times in text there's miscommunication.
Do you ever like send one of those really laughy, like crying emojis, and and you're like, oh my word, I'm dying, this is hilarious, send the laughing emoji, and you send it out, and really you're still on your bed.
Yes.
This is hilarious. I'm dying. LOL. Like
sometimes I legit am like laughing really hard though. Most of the time it's hard.
But even still, it's like, and you're just smiling or something. First of all, I guess what we were talking about first is in friendships, you need to talk things out. You need to get things resolved. And second of all, texting is not all the way. Texting. Texting is not
the
always
best resort.
Yes, thank you.
There you
it's
go.
not always the best resort to go with. Third, because you can't always know what the other person's gonna say.
And third, pray about it. I've like learned so much through just praying, and I still need to improve my prayer life because I don't pray as much as I need to.
For real.
I think so many people can relate to that.
I think personally, like one of the things with prayer, like God is your best friend. Like he should be your best friend. He should be your best friend. And so that means, like, with your best friend, do you just go along with life and you never talk to them about like real stuff and real things that are going on? No. Like your best friend, you share with them what's going on in your life. You cry with them. They help you through things and that kind of stuff. And like, who better to help you through things than God?
Yeah.
Like, so
it's always there.
Exactly.
Whereas like your friend might be out or like not able to be there for you in that moment, God always is.
Yep. So let's rehash it again. Go ahead. What's the first thing?
Pray about your friends. Give thanks to God for them, and pray about any problems like you might be having,
no matter how small.
2.
Second is in friendships, we need to be talking. You need to talk things so you can't hold it in because you'll end up blowing up. And third,
don't always text it out.
No.
You gotta talk it out.
You have to talk face to face.
Yeah.
So those are our 3 things for this video, and we really hope that encouraged y'all, and we hope you have the best week ever. Yeah. Also, like, subscribe, and please share with your friends.
And tell us what videos you guys want, because we want to hit home for y'all too.
Alright, see y'all next week.
Guys.
Thanks for watching.
This little light, gonna let it shine. Gonna let it shine.